Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. My name is Leah. I'm the creator behind Thrifty Day. Today's episode is very fun. I am doing a collab with CUTE Creates for the Halloween Journal Challenge of 2023. If you wanted to see more of the creators that are taking part in this collaboration, you can check the description box down below. I've linked all of the information. And if you want more information on the Halloween Journal Challenge, I've also linked that. So let's get into my layout. I wanted to show you what the inspiration is because my theme is Creepy Carnival. As many of you know, I am a huge Bob Baker Marionette Theater fan. That theater is here in LA, and every year they do a Halloween Spooktacular Puppet show. I go every year. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the video. All of the trick-or-treaters are dressed up. It's extremely thematic and nostalgic, and all things wonderful in puppeteering. I will, of course, link Bob Baker and all of their information with their website and social media handles in the description box down below. Personally, I love clowns and I don't think it's creepy at all, but since my theme was Creepy Carnival, I thought I would just roll with it. So I have lots of pictures from the last time we went to the Halloween Spooktacular, and I also have some personal ephemera from the Bob Baker Marionette Theater here in LA. It's actually in Highland Park. And in Highland Park, I also picked up this really cute card that says "Down to Clown." I found this old fortune-telling card from Disneyland rolling around in my purse, so I thought I would use that. Those tickets are from something I purchased at the Bob Baker Marionette Theater. And then I also have various odds and ends and some vintage clown book pages that I've just sort of been hoarding. So I thought this would be the perfect time to use them in a creepy, cute carnival theme. So let's get on with the layout. I am beyond excited to create this layout. I'm very excited for this collaboration. Halloween is my favorite time of the year. I love creating anything Halloween, and I'm very excited to be working in my autumn journal. So all of this was just perfect. The timing was wonderful, and I feel incredibly inspired. So something I always do with my layouts is I do try to use the larger, least important pieces of ephemera or crafting supplies first. And the reason I do this is because usually whatever you are going to put down first, there's a high likelihood that it's going to get covered up. So with that in mind, I try to use the pieces that if they get covered up, it's not like it's going to take away from my layout in any way. So I have this little striped bag. I actually purchased something at the last bookstore in LA, and it was actually bookmarks, and it came in this really cute little bag. So rather than throw it away because it was just the cutest ever, I decided to just use it as one of the larger pieces for the creepy, cute carnival background theme I have going on. I'm using PVA glue because it's just easiest. It comes in a big bottle. I get it on Amazon, and so I find myself using it a lot. The next piece I know I want to use is this vintage clown children's book page. It was actually in like a children's workbook, and I've had it floating around my desk for probably a year, so I knew I had to use it before it continued to just get wrinkled. I knew I didn't want to use it just as background because I really didn't want it to get covered up. So I'm actually going to make a pocket out of it. And another thing I thought I would do for a lot of these pieces that I don't usually do, just because in all honesty, it's a lot of work, is I thought I would use Tim Holtz Distress ink on almost everything that I put onto this layout. I felt like that would give it more of a creepy vibe because in my opinions, clowns aren't creepy at all. I love clowns. And so, but I thought maybe that distress ink would help give it more of a Halloween creepy vibe. I don't know. That was my effort to try to make it creepy because I think clowns are just cute. So I have this extra little scrap of polka dot paper. It was actually from Patreon last month. I did a very vintage back to school theme, and this was just a scrap that I held on to, and I thought, well, I think it looks kind of clownish in my opinion, so I could use that as sort of another little bit of the background. If you are looking for more information about my Patreon, I've linked all of that also in the description box down below. You receive happy mail from me every month. That's determined by whatever tier you choose to be a part of. Right now, I think I'm pretty full, but hopefully I will be opening up more spaces very, very soon. Another really fun aspect of my Patreon is I do go live every other day. It's a small little community. We get to chit chat and really get to know each other. It's a very safe, creative community, and it's been really fun to go live and get to know everybody on my Patreon just a little bit better. And even if you can't catch the live, you can always catch it on the replay. I save them all. So if you just are like me and like watching long, chatty YouTubes, that will also be there for you every day. I also post exclusive content. We have exclusive Patreon only stories on Instagram. There's just a lot of really fun perks and, of course, the mail. So I made that adorable little pocket, and I know I want to use that down to clown card, and I will put it into that pocket. This is a zine that they sell at the Bob Baker Marionette Theater. All of the artists are local. And so I chose this particular image to use in my layout because those are actually my favorite clown puppets at the Bob Baker Marionette Theater. They are the cutest. They have these really cute little hula hoop style costumes. They're just absolutely precious. So I knew I wanted them in my layout, and I love this original art as well. If you were interested in purchasing anything from the Bob Baker Marionette Theater, they do have a website. You can purchase many of the things that you see. They have zines, they have t-shirts, sweatshirts, puppets, lots of really fun things. They've done collaboration books. You can buy so many fun things, and it's all very nostalgic. Bob Baker has been in LA for decades, and he is just a staple for anybody who has lived or grown up in Los Angeles. So now that I've created a couple pockets for the layout, I am actually going to add some washi tape right down the center just to make sure nothing lifts. I love this thick washi tape. It's sort of reminiscent of the floors at the Bob Baker Marionette Theater. The floors, when you first walk in, are all this beautiful Kelly green with big white flowers that you walk on. Oh, it's just an absolute dream for anyone who loves nostalgia or vintage. I'm telling you, if you go to LA, you must hit up the Bob Baker Marionette Theater. So now what I'm going to do is add some of this cute, like flowery scrap of cardstock that I have, also left over from last month's Patreon, just so it's not a bunch of white space, because my plan is to add my photographs into this card. So once I have those pieces of cardstock glued down, I will start arranging my photos, and it will be like a little mini photo album that will tuck right into that pocket that I made. The other really fun part about visiting the Bob Baker Marionette Theater is that it's a really creative community in Highland Park. So the entire street is just laced with stationery stores, craft stores, independently owned plant stores, and pet food stores. It's just a really neat day. The whole experience is really fun. So I highly recommend going. I know I sound like a broken record, but when you love something, you talk about it a lot. So I'm adding more of this Tim Holtz Distress ink to give that creepy element. I don't know if it's working, but I still like the way it looks. So now I'm going to add all of these pictures. I'm just going to use my tape runner because I want to trim them down. And then I'll also add some washi tape just for a decorative effect. These are some of our favorite puppets. They're the trick-or-treaters that are in their little trick-or-treater outfits. My dear friend Diego is a puppeteer there, and he has Roddy, who's dressed like a little devil. There's also the black cat. There's just so many fun puppets. I go for every holiday. I go all the time, anytime they have a new show. It's just so much fun. It's the best time. So now that I have those pictures down, I'm just going to trim off the excess. This is a really easy way to add a lot of photos to your layout without making your layout really photo heavy. It keeps a real creative element. You could even add pages to this card if you have a lot of pictures, and add an entire little mini journal into a pocket into your layout. So I just had these 4 that I printed on my home computer because I do not have any cute little photo printer, although I really want one. So if anybody has recommendations, please leave them below. My birthday and Christmas are coming. So now that I have a whole bunch of pockets, I also add my extra ephemera into that little zine page pocket. I'm just going to staple the tickets to the side. I feel like this layout is really coming to life, and I'm so excited. I definitely felt like I needed a little something to put at the top of that page up there. And so I pulled out a couple of these hand-drawn little vintage style doilies. They are from Johanna Clough. I will be sure to link her Etsy shop and her YouTube down below. These are from like a Halloween pack that I purchased. They're digitals and I put them right on sticker paper. That's something she recommends doing. And it was super easy. And I think it adds just the perfect little touch. So be sure to check out her Etsy shop and her YouTube. She's also a part of this collab. And it's just like me to continue to think I need to add things. So I remember I had this Zoltar card that came with a little mini Zoltar that I bought at Barnes and Noble. And so I thought I would finally use it in my own layout. I use some of this aged tape and I just stick it right onto the pocket. If you were looking for an aged tape tutorial, you can find lots here on YouTube. I also have one on TikTok. I'll be sure to link it down below if you are interested. Alrighty, folks, I did all of my journaling off camera, and here is my finished layout. I love it so much. I had such a great time making it. Thank you so much to Kia Creates for hosting this super fun collab. I had a blast. Be sure to check out the playlist so you can see all of the wonderful layouts that are being posted throughout the month of October. Also, be sure to comment and let me know if you are taking part in the Halloween Journal Challenge of 2023. I would love to check out all of your layouts so that I can be inspired by you. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are new, please subscribe. And I hope that everybody has a really wonderful October and enjoys their Halloween. And I hope that all of your journals are creative and inspired. And I hope that we can connect again very soon. So thanks again for watching. Have a really good one, everyone. Bye.